Well, hello and welcome. This is the Penguin from Batman Returns and Danny DeVito, and I am the what am I again?
Plague
The
Doctor.
Plague Doctor. Uh, Dustin and Frank, we're back together again for another Roald Dahl special.
I came to where Dustin lives, and we celebrated Halloween, and we just had a dance party downstairs, and so I'm sweating a lot, and forgive me for my appearance.
You look wonderful, though. All right, to do this review, I've got to now I look like
a ninja.
I'm a ninja
witch.
now. Frank, it's good to have you back. Last time we were on video chat together, but now we are here in person celebrating Halloween together. We can't go out and do things. We can't go out and trick or treat.
No.
So we're just here together having a dance party and a costume party.
Yeah.
And we thought, what better time than when we're in our costumes on the night of Halloween to talk about the book that we read.
Yes, we read a book. It was called James and the Giant Peach, and I will say, well, I won't get into all
your feelings yet.
My feelings yet.
We're going to talk first and foremost about the plot, the story for James and the Giant Peach. First of all, had you read this before this time?
No, I had never read the book. I've only seen the movie, just like the last time. I had only seen the movie The Witches. If you haven't seen our review of The Witches, you can go back.
Click on the
annotation.
annotation.
There's going to be a link down below for you to check it out. But yeah, so we're reading another Roald Dahl book entitled James and the Giant Peach. I had seen the movie growing up.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the movie. I thought, but now I'm going to rewatch the movie because I just read the book and I have some feelings towards it.
And I'm sure the movie's still pretty to look at and it's a fun journey to go on.
Sure.
This book, by the way, is only 146 pages long. So it's very short, even shorter than The Witches. That's what we have to compare it to right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the story is very simple. It is James, a young boy, lives with his abusive aunts or something.
Yes, he lives with his two aunts, Aunt Striker and Aunt Sponge.
Are you for real? You remember their names?
I read it.
And they really are abusive. They hit him and mistreat him. And so one time, this creepy old man calls him over when he's hiding from his aunts.
As they do.
Yeah. And James goes, and instead of giving him candy to get him into the vehicle, he gives them little seeds
or magic. It's just
seeds.
Magic beans almost.
Beans, crystals, something. I don't know what they are.
Yeah, just magical things that will alter James' reality.
But on
James's reality.
So drugs?
Yeah, ultimately, yes. Yeah, maybe.
So on the way home, he accidentally drops them and they scatter everywhere. So he thinks it's all just wasted. But it's not.
Yeah.
Because in the morning, one of the peaches that he dropped the seeds on begins to grow rapidly. And James, as a moment of escapism, opens the door to the peach and steps inside, and a magical world awaits him.
He really is running away from a very dark scenario at home, and so he finds shelter in this giant peach.
Yeah. And
I'd assume the peach looks a little like this.
Like this size.
Guys, this is COVID-19
That's what's up.
Pandemic weight.
Yeah.
This is not
that is
a
not
fat
true.
suit
not
or
true.
bodysuit underneath. This is all me, the real deal.
Now, in that peach, he finds a ladybug. He finds a grasshopper. He finds all of these other spider. All of these creatures, but they're big, they're massive, and they speak, they talk, and they go on this adventure. And so they roll down the hill. They end up in the water. They end up flying through the sky. They go into the clouds.
A lot happens to the peach. Let's just leave it at that. The peach ends up growing, and not that it has a mind of its own, but like James, it escapes where it was and it goes somewhere else.
Deep.
Yeah. This book I have some issues with because it's so fantasy based. I would say it starts very fantasy.
Right.
And then when it gets to New York, it becomes this weird reality, like it's set in the present day. And so it really caught me off guard. I was not prepared for that. And I don't even remember that being in the movie, but I'm sure it must have been. So if anybody is watching this and you know, because you've seen the movie, you're an avid fan of James and the Giant Peach or Roald Dahl, will you let us know in the comments? I'm going to watch it, but I hope somebody out there knows. Yeah.
No. This book is whimsical. It's silly. It's all of those things, colorful, creative, but it's not good.
Yeah, it's not. It's not good. I did not like it compared to The Witches.
Witches has a plot, has character development, has all of these things. James and the Giant Peach, I felt, didn't. It had the creative environments, but James doesn't grow any. The characters in the different insects and stuff, they were fun and quirky, but they weren't they didn't have any depth.
No.
Didn't have any layers.
No.
There wasn't any evolution of plot.
None.
It was really just a travel story.
Yeah.
Of them going from one place to the next, to the next, to the next. And no growth and development in any of that. So, and there was no in The Witches, there's a problem and it's got to be solved. And so he's got to get creative and then it gets worse before it gets better. In James and the Giant Peach, it's bad because he lives with his aunts, but then
it gets kind of hopeless. And it's just very... it's just not great. Honestly, if I had to rate this book, we kind of talked about this earlier. I wouldn't even put it up there with all of Roald Dahl's pieces.
Great.
It's where would you place it?
So I was thinking. So I haven't read all, right? But whereas I would put Witches up there in the top 3 probably.
100%,
this
100%.
one is definitely not in the top 5.
No.
And I don't know if it's in the top 10. It's okay, and I bet it's a better movie. I really do bet it's a better movie.
I need to rewatch it.
Yeah.
I remember watching it, but I'm not, You feel something for James. You feel like you could relate to him because as a kid, maybe you put yourself in the scenario that, you want to escape from the reality that you grew up in. And so I love that about it. But there's no... It just loses its magic, almost. It just becomes this, throwaway story in my head that it's it could have been so much better had I wrote it. No, I'm just kidding.
But really, the only thing that's memorable to me is James and the Giant Peach.
Period.
Seriously.
Period. And that sounds really good, Peach, right now.
So we're going to go get some peaches. Let us know in the comments down below if you like peaches.
Yeah, peach tea.
Thank you so much for watching this video, for clicking like. If you haven't yet, click subscribe and join the Dragon Army. Frank, thanks again for coming back, or should I say the Penguin. Thanks again for coming back, Cobblepot, and joining us on this episode, and we'll see you in the next one.
Wait, guys, if y'all want us to read another book, would you all let us know?
Oh, yeah.
Dustin, I don't think, wants me back, but I would love to come back. I don't know if I want to continue reading Roald Dahl books, but... I do feel like I need to give Matilda a chance. I love Matilda, so let's see if it...
But maybe we can do that at a different time. What book do you want us to read? We'll read anything.
If you all want us to read anything, just let us know. And I just thank Dustin for letting me be on this show. It's a lot of fun, and I'm grateful that I'm here. And I think you should subscribe and comment, and I'm going to cut this. But I love you, Dustin, and I'm proud of you. Goodbye.
I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
And go vote.
Go vote.
Go vote. I don't care who you vote for. I mean, I do. But go vote. Go vote.